for being here. Thank you all for being here tonight, because there's a lot of other things you could do on a Friday night. So I am moved beyond words that you all are here, and that you're all committed to make sure between now and Tuesday we get into the runoff, and then on October 1st win the runoff and head to the general election. We're here exactly where we are. We're standing with people like Edie and Cheyenne and Shelley and Rudy and others who've been through so much and been such role models. And we're all able to be that because we're standing on hallowed ground, on a place where people before us said, we're not going to get pushed around anymore. You've taken enough hits at us. You've pushed us down enough. We're not going to take it anymore. And you know what? In the course of this campaign, we've taken a lot of hits. We've been attacked over and over and over by my opponents and by independent expenditures. And we're right here tonight on ground where people fought back against things much harder than we have. Things much harder than the attacks I've taken in this campaign, to send a message that we're moving forward. We're moving has ever handed our community anything. We've got there by organizing, by joining with our allies, by educating, and by pushing forward. And that's what we're going to do until Tuesday. And you know why it matters? Because there have been other times we've been in this area this summer to celebrate with Edie and Robbie on the verdict there that changed the world. But we were also marching this summer in the Village when Mark Carson was murdered. Shot to death for no other reason than he woke up that morning and walked out of his house exactly as God made him, a gay man. So have we made progress? Absolutely. But do we live in a country where everyone can be married? No. Do we live in a state where our state human rights law recognizes transgender people? No, we don't. Do we live in a country where sexual orientation and gender identity and expression is in our federal job protections? No. And we still live in a country, I still live in a city where Mark Carson can be killed just because of who he was. Where Isla Nettles can be killed just because of who she is. Now make no mistake, we can change that. And one election won't change that overnight, but one election will be an enormous step forward. An enormous step forward. It will send a message. It will send a message that the LGBT community and all of those great New Yorkers who support us, that we are the majority of this city. And those small-minded people who've held back legislation, who commit hate crimes, that they are not New York, that we and our families and our friends and our allies, that we are New York. Some things. You know, I want to recognize another person, and I want to thank everyone who's spoken and performed. But Jane Clementi is here with us, and I want to thank her. She asks all of us, in memory of her son Tyler, not to be bystanders, to be upstanders, to stand up, and Tyler's brother is with us, and Shelley and Lauren have been so great to Oh, great. And Joe's dad's here too. That is great. The whole family is here, which it means a lot to me and to Kim as a Rutgers alum too that you all are here. And you know what? Don't be a bystander, be an upstander. Be an upstander. Believe that we can live in a world where everyone is recognized and embraced by the law, that we can begin in a world where people can walk down the street and not be attacked because of who they are, and we can live in a world where children aren't going to be bullied to the point of losing hope. Now you can all be part of that by being upstanders in the most aggressive way you can between now and Tuesday. Because you know what? If we turn everybody here and everybody you know and everybody they know out to the polls on Tuesday, people are going to be shocked and surprised, and we're going to go into that to change. And we have a debt to pay. We have a debt to pay to the people who were here all those years ago. To the people who literally put their lives on the line so our lives could move forward. We have an obligation now to make sure every child who's born tonight somewhere in the 5 boroughs can grow up in a city and a state and a country where whoever